Tyler Reddick's tweet in response to Bubba Wallace. Freddie, this one's for you.
Want
Spot
to read
on,
the tweet,
spot off.
Casey?
Yeah, sure. Inexperienced driver and spotter equals tore up 43 car from Bubba. Tyler's response was, let me go throw a short track brake package on my car for you. Anything else you need, crybaby? What do you think about that one?
I'm 100% spot on because everybody thought Bubba was talking about me and him, and this idiot threw himself under the bus. I mean, nobody knows what he was talking. Nobody knows who we were talking about. I guess maybe he's got a guilty conscience
Are you
considering
being a crybaby?
he never slowed down and drove through the back of us in a crash. But
So wait a minute. You're saying Reddick never hit the brakes?
I mean, it didn't appear so.
Because we got.
I mean, we got data.
We can go back and look
check
now
at
and
it.
see.
I mean,
here.
we could check, but
We can see who the crybaby
so
is.
like my car slowed down. And then
It
we
sped
got
up.
ran over.
And then it sped up.
And then it sped up a lot. And we were all going to be fine. Like, I think the one was going to have some maybe splitter damage from hooking the apron. But everything else, we were all going to be fine. And we got plowed into him. And then Jamie Mack came in a couple minutes later and hit us and got some more damage. And then I had a hole the size of this table in my nose for the rest of the day and ran about 80 mile an hour. So
There's
yeah.
no way you should have been out there. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that was the other thing me
were
and you talked about.
Eight seconds off the pace.
So I'm out there and I'm like my crew chief. I said, "What is the minimum speed?" And he's like, "It's 53." So first I asked because we have to clear the crash clock, and I wasn't sure if they could get it fixed or not. So I said, we got back out. I said, "Just what's the minimum speed so that I know that we clear the clock or not?" So yeah, it's 53.7. I said, "All right." We go out there and we are awful, like dangerously slow. And I looked down and we ran a 52.10, and I said,
man.
"Wait a minute, this is not right. Like this can't be right."
7 seconds off.
I'm like, so then as the race goes on, it was single file, so we kind of just stayed on the bottom and let the single file lanes go around. Well, then they get packed up, and I'm like, Bub, I said, just get off the get off the racetrack, let them go by, we'll get back up and go. So we did that a couple times. NASCAR comes over and tells us, "Hey, you got to speed up around the leaders, or we're going to black flag you."
Yeah.
I said, "What? So now you want me to stay out there and crash the leaders?" Or
that's-
I said, Bubba's like, "Please black flag me. I am begging you to black flag me." I was standing next to Brett and I said, we have seriously got to figure out a different minimum speed because there's no way this is safe, me being out here.
Now, a couple times into 3 one time. I don't know when he was pulling up and they were.
Oh,
that.
I didn't know we've been on the bottom the whole time.
I don't know what was
and
happening.
then I honestly wasn't even using my binoculars because it was just, all right, stay on the bottom. Here comes another line.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and I look and I go, what? Is he on the top? And I'm like, oh God, stay up! Like now.
He swerved up like right in front of them guys, and I was like, "Holy cow!"
I
But
wish he'd have wrecked him.
But yeah, so anyway,
So does he.
yeah, I don't get the tweet. I think the tweet probably should have just been, "Hey man, sorry I knocked you out of the Daytona 500," instead of calling us crybaby.
What if he
But,
was on the brakes hard though?
He wasn't.
What if he was?
Who you got, Bubba, against Tyler Reddick? Who you got?
What time of the day?
Lunchtime.
What kind of are we fighting?
Yeah, I
Are they
mean,
Yeah, we're fighting.
like fist fighting or
No,
wrestling,
well,
grappling or
anything goes. You just can't use a beer bottle.
I mean, it's pretty even. I'm about to go Bubba. I mean,
you can't not
if we-
pick Bubba. He might disown you.
yeah.
that guy called him a crybaby.
That guy, yeah. I mean, Bubba definitely had the speed aspect on him. He'd hit him,
Like when you resort to name calling, you want to fight.
yeah. I mean,
Have you
Right.
seen Bubba fight before?
yep. He punched a couple people in the face on the racetrack.
You can't say that.
Well, no, it was on the racetrack. It was on TV. Everybody else saw it too. So somebody wrecked us in practice, and he ran over and punched him in the face a couple times.
There was a top secret fight last year that we can't talk about.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not telling you which drivers it was.
almost-
You
what?
can't just say we can't talk
almost
about
I can
it.
say whatever I want.
It's almost the 1 year anniversary, isn't
It
it?
is almost the one. Yes,
It is. It is.
This weekend is the 1 year
That's
anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to share
Two
that.
guys, one motorhome on a couch, and they weren't cuddling.
They were cuddling, I think.
Kind of cuddling.
Snuggle.
Yeah, rough cuddling.
They were
Y'all
rough.
are the worst.
What was it? Oh, the dad. So this is great. Dillner probably seen this. One of the modified guys at Smyrna ran through this list of. It's like what? So he won the modified championship over there, Chuck Hosfeld. And they said, "Chuck, how's your week been over here in Smyrna?" He says, "Man, I love it." He says, "We come over here, we race, we go home and we drink." Then we give out adult hugs, and we come back and do it again tomorrow. I said, "Adult hugs? What are those? I gotta get on that plan." Adult hugs. That's something we got to look into.
That's
I think
different.
I gotta call Chuck.
So like an Urban Dictionary
Yeah,
term
I
for
think
that?
so.
Or adult
I'll have to look
hugs?
that up.
That might have been what they were doing in the motorhome last year.
All right. Wow.
Well,